everybody. They said they had a yellow alert in Delhi for these days. Supposed to be very cold. We're lucky to have bright sun, great weather, great audience. Thank you, Sulika. Thank you, Ajit Ambe, for hosting this conference. Hosting this conference at this time of the year in Delhi is definitely a very challenging job. You know, flights get delayed. There are a lot of other exigencies that one has to look up. And when Ajay said, we are looking at a lecture which talks about innovation in the future, it was very challenging. Innovation for a country where we say the next decade is India's decade. Talking about innovation in the light of that backdrop is very challenging. I've tried to put forward a presentation, but it's more like throwing a challenge. It's not a presentation. It's a pledge that we need to take at the end of the day. And it has certain areas which are not very pleasant to talk about. Because Winston Churchill said, the entire growth on this planet has been because of unpopular decisions. Time and again, one gets to see that there is this inkling between India and China. China is at a $1 million metric tons of steel. India needs to be at 300 million tons by 2030. Great numbers, great numbers. The question is, how will India shape up and be different than China? India has always been different. And I'm sure if we wake up to this call and understand what real innovations lie ahead of us and what great opportunities lie ahead of us, I'm sure in every means, steel industry will see a very bright future in India. This was probably in 2022, probably August, September, I was speaking in one of the steel conferences hosted by Metalogic in Delhi. It was a conference which was talking about support that the steel industry needs to give to engineering exports. And this was April 2022. And I said, are we really serious about exports? My lecture is on the YouTube, by the way. I said, are we really serious about exports? And it was 3 weeks after my lecture that the Federal Dispensation of India imposed the export duty on steel. I got a million calls. They said, how did you know this was coming? I said, you don't need to be a rocket scientist to make 2 into 2 4. What is it that we can do today? And to define what innovation is, I like to tell a story. So ma'am, don't start my time yet. The presentation will start after this story. Bangladesh is prone to famine. Bangladesh is prone to a lot of storms. So when storms come, a lot of people, poor people, lose their homes, lose their livelihoods. It was such a storm that came in 1983 that a lot of people lost a lot of things they had. In a small village near Dhaka, 166 people went to this person called Professor Muhammad Yunus. He was a professor of economics at Dhaka University. And they said, we've lost everything in this storm. Can we get a $25 loan? If we get a $25 loan, maybe we can save our lives. We can save the lives of our families.